Look, you know I need them funds, so I'm looking through her purse. I got a gun, 30 poking through my shirt, baby, knowing what I'm worth. 4200 go berserk, keep it real, shit ain't take me off this earth. Put a sucker on the shirt, do you cold, that's a hoodie. I play with toys like I'm Woody.
Bris, a Northern California rapper from Sacramento, California. Born and raised in Fruit Ridge Vista, dominantly a North Bay hood, but also mixed with Bloods. A mixed neighborhood with blacks and Mexicans. Although a lot of people would think Bris is a Mexican, but Bris is mixed with Hindu, according to sources. Before Bris would make over 100 million views on YouTube and over 6 million views on SoundCloud and 182,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And before Bris would make a collab album with Mac J called Big Headed, and before Bris would make a collab album with G-Man called 1042, and before Bris would collab with artists like EBK Young Jock, Slowby, Draco the Ruler, and more. And before Bris would drop his album Tricky Dance Moves, Bris would make a buzz in a new style of rap that would change the way Northern California rap scene would rap and dance. The very first case Bris would catch would be a 211 case, which is a robbery case. This would be the beginning of Bris's trouble with the law. As Bris stayed in the mix in Sacramento and got more involved in the street politics, Bris would get more entangled with the wild reality that came with it. Bris would realize after losing his day one who goes by the name of Pop, Bris would want a way out of this environment. Unfortunately, getting out of the streets is a lot harder than getting into it. Bris and his cousin Mac J was known for being young money getters, real trap jumpers. These guys are who you call when you needed to know a price. They also had a warehouse which they called the HQ, where they would chill and get money and rap, according to sources. Meanwhile, Bris's cousin Mac J would see Bris's potential, and they both would get in the studio and make a collab track called Non-Stop. They will also shoot a visual for it.
Scope on the chop because I'm trained to kill. Tripod on the chop look like training wheels. It's more than 30 shots in the stainless steel. And the spaceship count guap trying to chase a meal.
Bris and his cousin Mac J would also piece up together, putting money behind the True Story label and starting a clothing line. They will both be seen all throughout Sacramento selling the True Story clothing line out their trunk. Although True Story, the label, will begin to buzz moving throughout the streets of Sacramento, it will also draw a lot of attention.
It's cool, it just brings a lot of attention, you feel me? Niggas, you feel me? It's a mess, you feel me? Drama, this shit bring a lot of drama, just, you feel me? Attention and shit. You feel me? A nigga like, I don't know, that's a nigga dream, but, you know, this shit just come with a lot of shit, though, you feel me? So, nigga gotta, you feel me, try to stay strong through this shit, though, you feel me?
Meanwhile, Bris would drop the Lil Bris from his name when he would release his first single, Chainsaw.
Hello, take the sheen with 40 slugs and the cater shells. Niggas acting like bitches when they break a nail. Knock a nigga down, no getting out, you ain't making bail. Before I do a hit, I take these chains off.
And later after that, he would drop his banger, Blue Checks.
With my brothers, we don't do friends. I swear I thought I was on with like 2 bands. Posted with this 40, it's a G-Lock. True Story, won a rollie, not a G-Shot. Larry Bird, Scotty Pimpin', 33 shot. You can get your ass pumped like some
dropping
Reeboks.
back-to-back bangers that will have Sacramento tuning in. Bris buzz blowing up, Mac J kept pushing Bris to be in the studio.
Shit, nigga, we was rapping for hella long. But then, like, I never was, like, really serious. I just used to be rapping because I used to see Mac J just doing that shit, you feel me? And the nigga really just started, like, taking it serious, like, that was, like, 2 years ago.
As momentum continues to rise, Bris will see a way out of the street light. With the music becoming Bris' way to express himself through his music, Bris would continue dropping bangers. As a True Story label would grow bigger and bigger, Bris and his cousin Mac J would have Sack lit with a couple of slaps.
Story, we them niggas, I'm just waiting on a takeoff.
Releasing their joint album Big Headed, they would drop a few bangers such as Cheese in the Trap, Mac Rounds,
Drum kit, bitch, that mean that 50 on me. I been getting money, got the city on me.
and Forgot About Me.
Fucking up in school, stayed in detention. Hard to get up out that struggle when you raised up in it. Niggas saving hoes, niggas
Where they
saved
would
the
shoot a
women.
video in Payson. It's a Mexican restaurant in Fruit Ridge, and a local neighborhood, Dos Rios, where they would record the other half. Where Bris and Mac J were known for trapping.
Look like the weather when I'm selling snow packs.
Bris would later be seen linking up with A.O. Millie, a rapper from East Sacramento. They would link up around the time A.O. Millie would be residing in Fruit Ridge. Bris would later be seen linking up and doing a music video with Greedy Peasy from A.O. The song was called Come Through. That's when Bris' relationship with Air It Out began.
This is straight drop, ain't no plum juice. I'ma show a nigga how this drum shoot. Foreign hella fast, it got a jet engine. Probably in the east with my west niggas. I don't.
Although Bris music seems to grow bigger, the politics in Sacramento would begin to scramble. Meanwhile, Bris and G-Man would link up and drop an album called 1042 that would cause havoc throughout the whole Sacramento. The album was unique and different. The first single they would drop off the album would be called Butt Naked.
Moving like the president with a proposition. I be politicking like a politician. Not to mention niggas fucking with the opposition.
They will also drop the song Two Player off the album 1042.
I ain't hear the phone ring, I'm off Percocet. You can't name a sucker, I ain't try to murder yet. Little bitch a prostitute, that means she worked the sex. Catch me on the blade getting paid, cause I'm worth the check.
Meanwhile, Rap Shack would link the bridge between Sac and Stockton.
Them niggas was just, we heard them niggas fucked with our music, you feel me, through Rap Shack. Rap Shack was telling us them niggas, like, you feel me, they fucking with us and shit. So I go out there, I run out there, them niggas was hot, like real hot boys. I'm like, yeah, these niggas go crazy, so I was like, you feel me, they just locked in ever since then, you feel me. Niggas start making music, brought these niggas, you feel me, we all went out there. We just all been fucking with it ever since then.
Bris would be seen later shooting multiple videos and linking with EBK Young Jock and other members of the Hot Boys. Around that time, EBK was a group called the Hot Boys, a name which the original EBK members go by.
Like, before I started fucking with Broke Bris, I ain't never used to be down in sex, man. Like, that was the only, like, fucking with him was the only reasons why I was out there type shit, you feel me?
Really? Yeah, that nigga tapped in and for sure made that bridge, for sure. Bridge for sure made that bridge.
He made that happen at Stockton and Sac Wave. That's him. Niggas gotta give him his props on that.
When I'm out of Sac, where I'm at, bitch on 42.
Meanwhile, Bris and EPK members would link up and start dropping back-to-back singles such as Rock and Roll.
On stage with them drums like it's rock and roll. How you speaking on my name? He was not the pro.
2142 with Slowby,
Bitch, I'm in the south.
and more.
Get away.
When you catch them by theyself, they always get confused. I keep stick on it daily, gotta
Staying consistent, Bris would drop No Hope,
Down on my ass, I had no hope. How the fuck the rollers know I sold dope? Fuck them sucker niggas in the.
Lightning McQueen,
Hey, shout out Dre and D, them the real OGs. Watch out, cause these niggas undercover and they pillows.
Hefe, and the song Panhandling that would be epic for Bris's career.
You ain't for this gang, ain't Fruit Ridge. If you ain't no pop, I was 35, shooting guard from that seconds kill, man, popping bud. That shit really hurt. EBK sent shots on every block. I got the city turned.
As Bris began to transition into tricky dance moves, the list of ops will begin to grow, causing his rivals to drop a diss song that Bris would never respond to. Instead, he would drop a song called Spark the Fuse, which people would think was a diss track towards his ops. As Sacramento rap scene would begin to pivot into position that Bris is an artist that will change Sacramento music scene forever. Meanwhile, the True Story label would begin to start their own slang, adding V-move to every ending of a word move. While Bris' momentum will build to heights he never imagined, the police will have close eye on him, raiding his grandmother's house, back to back while Bris stayed mingling around in Sacramento. He would be later jailed and sentenced to joyriding and having a gun.
I keep a true story, I ain't telling lies. I just did a drill, breaking news, it got televised.
Bris' music career would still grow tremendously as the True Story label would drop promos until he was released. A few days after Bris getting released from prison, he would drop his songs Back in Action, Me Important, Kamikaze, and his biggest breakout song, Need Hammy. As the hate for Bris would grow, his ops would like to think they stopped him from growing as an artist. Here we are in 2025, still getting Bris features. As his name continues to get bigger and bigger over the years, Bris will have billboards constantly dropping in Fruit Ridge. As Bris' legacy continues, may we all get tricky. Well, this is Brian, and I'm out. You are now tuned into the intro with Up North.
Do this shit for real. I don't do it for entertainment. For real. Believe in me, baby. I'ma turn it into greatness. What? Ain't no love in this game.